When God uses evil to accomplish his means, it doesn't mean that God endorses that evil. So here in Habakkuk, God is raising up the Chaldeans in order to judge Judah. That does not mean that he is okay with all of the evil things that Babylon does, that the Chaldeans do. He actually ultimately will judge them as well, and we'll see that later in the book. So they're doing a thing, they're accomplishing God's will in that they are punishing this people group, but also the evil that they do through that will also be punished. I think one of the really obvious examples with a person that we see in the Old Testament is King David, right? So King David kills Goliath. That was a great thing. He writes all these Psalms. He's called a man after God's own heart. And you can look at that and you'll be like, wow, what a great guy. And then at the same time, he killed the guy because he didn't want to get caught sleeping with that guy's wife. That's a big problem, and that's a big evil thing to do. And yet, both of those things were true. And I think we struggle to balance this, and I think we struggle to track through all this, and we're like, well, it's a good guy, but he did this terrible thing, so do I trust him? Or he's this bad guy, but he did this really helpful thing. Do I criticize him? How does that work? And so I think we need to exercise a little bit of humility. God is infinite. God is all-knowing. God understands the outcome and the implications of every single action. And so one of the things that we see, or that we do, politically, socially, in the corporate world, there's these huge divides of opinion of whether someone is good or bad. And I think as Christians, it's important for us to recognize we can judge actions, and we can say that was a good thing that they did or a bad thing that we did, but we don't keep the final tally. And we don't see what God is doing behind the scenes.